welcome to Silver Trowel. I'm going to show you how to use your hawk and trowel. So I've mixed some plaster, put it on my board. Prior to that I dampened my board so as the dryness of the board wouldn't suck all of the moisture out of my plaster. I also dampened my hawk and my trowel. So before I can use the material, I'm going to have to prime my hawk. Simply drag some material onto your hawk, scissor that back off onto the pile. Two to three times should be sufficient. Now the hawk is primed, you can turn the hawk whichever way you wish without material slipping off. Centralize your material to the hawk, leaving a gap at the front, gap at the back. That's some sliding room for the material to move one way or the other as you move the hawk. So, hold your trowel as you would the throttle of your motorbike. Don't put your thumb on the shank. If you do that, you're going to lock the trowel down, and we need to be able to feel the different movements of our trowel. A bit like our arm will function a bit like a shock absorber. So remove your thumb from the shank and just loosely hold your trowel. So the first technique for you is for running in your ceiling line. Flip your trowel upwards, keep your trowel nice and steady, take your hawk to your trowel. That you're then pulling through your ceiling line. And just repeat that for you. Below that you need to run another line of plaster. So that goes on the top edge of your trowel, and that will just run in below the first row that you put up by the ceiling. Then you've got your main stroke, the one that you use to pull material up the wall. So for that, let the hawk do all the work. The hawk goes back and you collect from the front of the pile. So you're basically cutting through the mix and taking the material from the front edge of your hawk. Try that one this way around for you. Also, leave a gap either side of the material, front edge of your trowel, back edge of your trowel. If you load your trowel up, as soon as you make contact with the background surface, your material is just going to push out the end and you'll be dropping the load unnecessarily. This way, as you put pressure against the background surface, that will just spread across your trowel. So, currently we've had plaster here on the toe of our trowel. We've had it on the corner of our trowel. And we've had it in the middle. I'm a right-hander, so right-handers always work from the top left to the top right. Once we're in that right-hand corner, we're a bit stuck and hemmed in, so we have to change direction and pull off of that right-hand corner into our last row. So basically I need material on what is currently the top of my trowel. To achieve that, flip your trowel over, so you're just turning your wrist over. Keep the trowel parallel to your hawk, keep your trowel nice and steady, take the material to your hawk. So, for all of you out there that hasn't picked up a hawk or trowel previously, maybe you might want to try this one. Put some material on your hawk, firmly place your trowel on your hawk, raise the hawk upright, and keeping the pressure against the hawk there with your trowel, spin the hawk with your other hand. Eye-hand coordination, actually nothing to do with plastering, it's just for you to get comfortable with your tools. Once you're bored of that, you can stop, raise your trowel, flatten your hawk, clean your trowel down the side of your hawk before carefully placing your material back on the board. All of those functions will be very useful to you once you start plastering. You can use the hawk to clean the top of your trowel. You can use your board. You'll also notice that I'm not doing any tapping of any surfaces. Your trowel is very delicate and actually quite an expensive piece of kit, so you're not going to want to ruin the edges by tapping surfaces. It's also a waste of effort. So just to recap, ceiling line, pull in, main stroke, pull up, back of your trowel for your right hand corner. There will be occasions where you want to place the material a little bit more selectively for doing things like reveals. Just a small amount on the tip of your trowel or the back of your trowel. Flip your trowel over, opposite sides. So, hope you found that useful. If so, press the like button and maybe subscribe so as you can see more of the same. Thank you for watching.